What's up, guys? I'm just trying something new to see if anybody's interested in stuff like this, so sorry for it being so random. But this is kind of stuff that I'm doing in school with music production. This is Logic Pro here on my MacBook. This is like an intro to kind of how Logic works. So you can have different tracks here, like I got different instruments I can kind of play around with. Like this is a string ensemble. Or I have like a piano here. And there's all sorts of different things. There's even drums on it, which actually sound pretty good. So you can do all sorts of different things. There's a whole menu of instruments over here. If you want to record, like I have this extra track to kind of play with. Let me solo this so we don't hear a bunch of stuff. It has a metronome over here. You can turn that on. So like while you're recording, it's counting off for you so you can kind of stay on beat. You can do all sorts of cool stuff. So this is just a track that I did for school here recently. Let me set it back to the beginning. I'll let you guys listen to it. So I got like a drone going on with some extra stuff. And then the strings and piano come in. Just kind of builds, and then you can see I got drums coming in with the Vibraphone right here. And then it's not a terribly long track here, but it goes on for a minute, and then there's like a breakdown section. Turn that down just a second. But if you go in here, it opens up this strip here. You click on this, you can mess with the EQs for everything. So you can see I got a little bass for the kick. The snare drum was punching through a little more than I wanted, so I took some middle out, and then I brought the high end back in for the hats to kind of shine through. And every track on here, I have messed with the EQ in some form or fashion, so there's that. Let me open the mixer view. Every track has a slider here, and then you can see all the plugins for each one. I'm just gonna turn that off for now. Every track has a slider here, so you can mix right here. This is your mixer board. And then you can see all the plugins on the strips, and there's EQs for everything set up. It kind of gives you a little snapshot before you click on it so you can kind of see what it generally looks like. A lot of these instruments that are very specialized, like this one here is my Vibraphone. Logic automatically puts these little plugins on there like a tape delay and tremolo. It automatically puts these plugins on there, and then you can mess with them. And then it also sets up these extra strips over here, and it buses it all over here, and you can mess with it. I'm not going to go too in depth on that, but just kind of showing you guys what the mixer view looks like. So there's that. And then you can also, let's go over here. Audio track. You can set up an audio track here, and I don't have a mic plugged into my interface over here, so it's just my computer mic that's picking up my voice right there. But yeah, so you can record anything you want. You can record your own percussion, your voices. You can do guitars and stuff in here if you really want to. The sky's the limit with this program. It's really cool. So if you guys are interested in getting into creating stuff, whether you're just kind of messing around or you want to actually go professional with this, I highly recommend Logic Pro. It's not hard to use, guys. Like, I'm in school learning how to do a lot of this, and I'm kind of making it look pretty simple, and there's really a lot more going on, but it's not hard, really. So yeah, this is a good way to get into music production without having to buy a whole bunch of equipment. Like, there's your mixer board right there. Every time you add a new track, it just gets bigger. You don't have to buy a physical mixer board the size of a grand piano, you know. Everything's already here. Like, you've got EQs for everything. We've got, let's see, I'm just gonna open this menu here. So you can go noise gates. That's all just like recent stuff. But if you go down here, you've got amps and pedals. You can download more than what's on here, but there's delays, distortion. You go to dynamics, you have limiter, compressor, a noise gate, which is freaking awesome. Let me just open one of these for you just to kind of show you. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Like, it's all right here in the software. Like, you don't have to buy all these different devices to do this. Let me turn that back off. So yeah, just kind of made a random kind of different video for you guys to kind of see if you guys are interested in this kind of stuff here. But yeah, everything's interactive. Let me turn my volume back up. And the instruments sound pretty high quality too. So yeah, you can have a lot of fun with this. So I guess if you guys like this, I'll make more. I'll see y'all later.